Hello, welcome to Indie Tutorials. My name is Guillermo and I would like to thank the Patreon supporting this channel. Okay, so let's continue. Let me just double click here to save the event, and now we need to create in the status section. Let's go to the status effects, and here we had already status stamina penalty. We created on early videos. So what we need to do here is to create three status effects. So let's start for the first one, and I'm going to name it to reduce health 5%. Okay. We can add just a description text to help us remember what is this about. So this is battle start penalty, something like that. So in the settings below we need to select the type. In this case we can leave it as it is. It's an status ailment. We don't care about saving this status in the game because we are not able to save the game during battles, so we don't care about it. Let's scroll down. So in the end effect end settings we can leave it end on death, no problem. Keep scrolling down, and here in the status conditions, okay, is where we need to create our status effect to be applied. So click on add condition. We want to apply the value, the status, to the health status value. I don't care about flying text or console text here, but we want to change, in this case, the 5%. So click on here on 5 in the value. We want to subtract this value, and it's going to be already at setting percent, not value but percent. Okay, set on apply. So this is going to be set when we apply this status effect. Okay, now that we have our first status, we can click on save the settings and duplicate this one 2 times. So click on copy 1 and 2, select the number 4 and scroll up and change the text for the name to 10% in this case. And now we need to scroll down to the status condition and change the value to 10. We can leave everything as it is, save the settings, select the last one, and let's change the value to 25 and select the name, change it to 25. There we go. So now we are good to go back to the battle event. Save the settings and switch to the events. Hopefully you will have already the battle event already selected. Okay, so let's continue, and let me make some room here again. Let me put the fade screen and the invoke Unity game event over here. So we are spawning the battle combatants, and now we need to check the game variable that we set here, the health penalty. So instead of change game variable, then we need to check for game variable. We can copy this one and let's add it here. So after spawning the battle combatants, we need to check the game variable. The game variable that we are going to check in this case is health penalty. Be careful for spelling it, correct spelling it. Let me keep saving. And it's not going to be a boolean. Remember, this is going to be a string holding a percentage, right? Am I right? No, sorry, a float. My bad. So the type is going to be float. And the first check we want to do, decorate start. So we are going to check if the game variable health penalty is equal to 25. If that is the case, then we need to change the status effect or apply the status effect to the enemy. So for that we need to call a special node which is called change status effect, and is found here in the add combatant status, and then there is the change status effect. So click on that one. In the success branch, let's link it up to the change status effect. So let me add some room here, and in the change status effect, in the combatant section, we need to select, okay, it's okay, the object is going to be an actor, but in this case it's going to be an actor in the enemy group. And right below, where we have the add status effect, we have a status effect test 0. So what we need to to change here is to click on add, and we want to add the health 25% status effect to the enemy. Okay, save the changes. Let me make room again, and now let's work with the fail. So we know that now the health penalty is not 25, so we need to check again whether it's 10 or 5. So let's copy this node, let's link it up to the fail, and in the check game variable we need to check now if it's 10, which is the good outcome. What is it here? The good outcome. And if it's equal to 10, then we change the effect. So copy this change status effect, copy it, link it up to the success. It is already set to apply to the enemy group, but in this case we want the status effect to be applied is the 10%. Okay. And lastly, we need to check it once more the game variable. So let's copy this one. So it is not 25, it is not 10, so we need to check now if it's 5. Remember, 5 can be if the game is in normal mode. If it's easy mode, then no penalty is applied. That's why we need to do this extra check here. So let's check the game variable. In this case it's going to be 5 in the value, and copy again the change status effect. There we go. Maybe this is not needed, but I would like to double check again the difficulty. So let's copy the node above here where is check difficulty. Let's put it around here, and if the game variable of is equal to 5, so it's success, and our difficulty is equal to normal, then we apply the status effect. But in this case the status effect is not going to be against the enemy group but the player group, and we need to change here the status and select the reduce health 5%. So let's save the changes and start linking everything up. So after having all our statuses, let's move the invoke Unity game event here and start linking all the change status effect to it, like so. And also in the check game variable in the fail status, so it won't be left without a parent. Let's just click it and link it up to the Unity game event. And let me move this here like so, so we have more visibility of what's going on. And all the events after calling the same on battle start event should go to the fade screen. Alright, so let's save the settings and we should be ready to give it a try.